I think one of the possible issues where it can last until the end of someone's life is their persistent negative self talk and limiting beliefs. I have uncles and adults and acquaintances up to my grandfather's age who have this exact issue and it doesn't go away. And if you think it's gonna get better over time, then I can pretty much assure you it does not, at least not with the wrong system. And while it is bold for me, a 21-year-old, to say that I can cure them, these are the three secrets that have helped me overcome my own dark period. One of the most frequent actions that I see people who are stuck in a persistent cycle of inner negativity to do is that they sit down and they try to think even harder about how they can solve their problems, how they can rid this emotional burden. And I think that it is absolutely absurd that the patient think they can cure themselves. I mean, thinking was the culprit to why you're here in the first place. Thinking brought you here. And by the way, all the time that you were thinking and you came up with all these solutions, all these reasonings that ended up breaking down so easily, let me ask you this one simple question. Have thinking even helped you once? The thing is, you can't think your way out of it. You must re-identify your identity. Listen, most people try to overcome negative self-talk with even more thoughts. But a thought alone doesn't really wire your self-perception. And to rewire these things, the very thought of who you are as a person. Right now, all that you have is self-shaming and self-guilt. You don't know who you are, you don't know who you want to be, and the only thing that you know is this: I want to change myself for the better. But so far, I have not been able to accomplish much. My self-respect is practically zero right now. We want to flip that script. We want to turn the table into, I am this type of person, and it does not matter what happens. I will be that person. So one simple habit that you can do is to write down a simple statement. Note that it's not an affirmation, it is a statement. And the statement goes like this: I am the type of person who, and every day in the next week, make the first thing you wake up to is a small action that proves that statement. Remember, your self-image isn't built by affirmations. It is built by receipts that you keep in your mind. If your identity lacks evidence, you will default to the past. The thing is, it does not even matter how small of a proof it is. If you have committed the act, you are a person who has successfully done it. You will no longer be the type of person who is a failure or a lazy person. So out of all my breakthroughs, there is an incredible moment of truth facing. The moment where I told myself everything, without all the lies, without all the covered up stories, and without all the avoidance. And chances are you also know what I'm talking about. Listen, I've always believed that to move forward, first you need to be vulnerable, then you need to be strong. You can't move on without either of it. And if you actually sit down and open up your laptop and research all these successful case studies of mental health, there is always a stage of truth-facing and self-confession. David Goggin is the biggest example of all. In his book, Can't Hurt Me, he faced himself, a fat fuck who doesn't have it together. Then he goes on to accomplish incredible feats. Listen, the reason why you keep going through the same cycle is because you tried to be strong. You tried to make up another goal, another thing for you to do, another objective before you even gotten to be vulnerable. Nowadays, most self-help books just skips the raw inner confession. They show you how to do something. They show you how to get from point A to point B without showing you the car first. But without looking yourself in the mirror, your next ambition is just built on guilt and not clarity. So if you're currently stuck in this inner negative phase, the next time you're on your way down into the dumps and you get all negative and you experience all these despairs, don't try to swim back up just yet. Dive deeper, explore deeper into who you are. What are your fears, your shames, your "I'm afraid I won't be blank enough"? Remember, you must be vulnerable before you be strong. One of my favorite personal quotes is this: if you don't recall your past, you're free to become whoever you desire. Listen, everyone seems to think that it has to take months and years to completely rewrite yourself and to reprogram your life, but it really is just in one moment, one decision. You're always one decision away from your breakthrough. And listen, my friends tell me this a lot. You can't just stop being who you are and become whoever you want to be. And often my response will astound them. I will often say this: why not? The past is the past, and I don't live in the past. I don't have to live in my past self. And that is when my friends usually just smile and can't find anything to say. So picture this: you accidentally get into a car accident. You wake up without your family, and you wake up in a completely new place. And the crucial thing is, you have lost all of your memory. You don't know who you are. You're free to start this life the way you want. You're a free man. You're the decider of your own identity. So let me ask you this: what exactly is stopping you from making that leap? We inherit wounds and recycled memory, but we wear them like armor, believing them sacred. But freedom begins when we renounce even our pain. You concentrated so much on the pain that you did not even see this door wide open right before your eyes. Make the decision, open that door, live a better future. So those are the 3 things that I have in store for you today. If you take actions on it, I can guarantee that your transformation will be smooth. And if you want my help through the process of eliminating your negative cycles and possibly reprogram your life, my coaching program, Still Mind Method, is down below. And I'll see you in the next video.